Hope everyone is doing well. This is Pastor Larice with Tormi Crossover Church. We are missionaries to Sierra Leone. We are here with our monthly update for March. So super excited to share with you some of the awesome things that have been happening throughout the month of March. As you can see, we have construction going on. We have some framing that we're taking down, like just a whole lot going on. So what you're seeing right now is the parsonage building, and the parsonage is the major construction we've been working on for the past year, over a year really. And this is really important so that our family can move on site and be closer to the church members. We also have missionaries and other people that we would really love to host to come and help with the ministry. So the parsonage building is really vital for us to complete it. So what's going on here? I know it looks kind of a mess, but if you understand anything about construction, you know that this is actually a good thing. It shows you all of the work that's gone on. So as you can see, the framing above, that's evidence that we've completed what they call the floating, which is the ceiling for the first floor. The first and second floor are going to be two separate apartments, two separate units. The first floor, ideally for the missionaries on the ground. The second floor for guest missionaries that we host. But for now, we're going to share the first floor. So our plan is to, after this, since this concrete is done, and you can see our beautiful ceiling that we have now, they're pulling down the framing. That's what all the wood is. All of that, those bamboo sticks were the props that were holding up the wood when they were in the process of pouring the concrete. So now you can see the dining area right there. You can see the family room. There's Pastor Peter coming from the roof there, the ceiling. It's a big flat ground that you can walk on now. And over to the kitchen, we have this gentleman in the church who was working and pulling some of the framing down. That's what they're working on now. Some of the things hanging, like those pipes you see hanging, are actually for electricity, for tubing that the wiring will go through so that we can start to wire the house for electricity. That is the back kind of side yard there, the outdoor cooking area. And so it came out beautiful. That's the pantry. The concrete has now cured. It takes some time to cure, so we now pulling down the props, going to clear everything out, then have electricians and plumbers come and give us their estimates. So we're going to run the piping and the wiring before they go ahead and do plastering and tiling, and then we are about done. Then we will move on to furnishing, which is very exciting. That means we can move in. So we're able to move into the first unit even before we finish building the second unit, which is a beautiful thing. So moving on now to the church. Right here you see some of the leaders in training that we have. These are some of the people in the church who love Jesus, who feel called to ministry, who've expressed to us they want God to use them. And we've started to train them and put them on a schedule to do things in the church. So that's Pastor Peter talking to them before service, coaching them on their specific role. They do things like raise the offering, do announcements. The sister there also helps with the women's ministry. So they do a number of things, and we want to keep praying for them and encouraging them on their journey. So that's really exciting to have some leaders in training. We see this little lady. This is one of the students in the school. As you can see, she's adorable, and she's a faithful student. We have tutoring on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So the kids come out on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we're helping them with their reading, their writing, their math. These are all kids. All the kids you're seeing right now are not enrolled in school for one reason or the other. Maybe their parents couldn't afford it. Maybe they just moved there from the villages. Most of them, it's for funding. And we tried to help as many people as we could, but obviously we couldn't pay everybody's school fees. So what we started to offer was that we would tutor them until such a time they're able to return back to school. So they actually love it. It's been a blessing in disguise. Many of them were not, their parents have realized they were not in good schools based on what I have assessed them, and explaining to their parents that they're quite behind on some of their grade levels. So some of their parents have already decided they're going to become more involved in their academics going forward, or they're going to find another school for them, and make other decisions. So for some of them, it's been a blessing in disguise to work with us for these few months. So we're going to continue this. We also pray for them, and we do feed them when they come as well. So this is some of them showing Pastor Peter the work that they did for the day, and he just was encouraging them and trying to keep them motivated to keep up the good work. This young man, Simeon, he's never been to school in his life. He grew up in the village, and he is just making such great progress. He started from point zero, and he didn't even know a single letter in the alphabet. But now he's reading small words, and he's able to do addition, subtraction, multiplication. I'm trying to get him to finish memorizing his times tables, and then we'll go on to division, and he's doing a great job. And he always has a good attitude. This young man just came from the village, so he is using those are some bottle caps that we've been keeping for them to use as tools, counters as we call them, to help with their math. So he also has not been to school, so he's learning how to use those to help him get the concepts of adding and subtracting. And we just really feel this is important because, we want them to all feel respected in society and to not be embarrassed that they can't read or write. So if they can at least get the basics, then we've done our job. So continue to pray for them as well. Another project that the church took on was community service. So that giant stone that these guys just pulled out was in the middle of the road. So the roads are not 100% accessible where the church is at. They are not paved roads. The government hasn't worked on them. It's been all just the community. So as the roads in some areas are really, really bad, the men in the church have been taking it upon themselves to make it more accessible for vehicles. And we've been giving Bibles. So you see these guys here receiving their first Bibles. So this has just been a really exciting time at the church. We thank God for all of you, for all of the things that you've done for us, for the way that we've received support, financial support, prayer support. As you can see, all of it is making a difference. We have all of these beautiful people that are part of our church family. Any of the resources that we're able to give them, for us to even be here as a family, this all comes from you all. So we want to just continue to say thank you. God bless you. If you'd like to be more involved, if you're not involved now, you can see all of our contact information there, and we'd love to add you to the email list and to make sure that you're part of the community. All right, God bless.